Scuba diving is an experience. Many people who try it for the first time become overwhelmed by the tranquility and the peace you feel when you're under the water. Just listening to the sound of your bubbles, nothing else, is pretty calming.
BSAC, the British Sub-Aqua Club, is the UK's leading scuba diving association, bringing together many diving enthusiasts from all around the world. Since its formation in 1953, hundreds of branches have opened worldwide. In 1972, the Treble H Gibraltar Sub-Aqua Club was formed and later recognised as part of the BSAC family. The club organises regular dives to many submerged sites, as well as clean-up events, ensuring our waters are as clean as possible.
Historically, the diving started in Gibraltar with the services clubs, and there are many more opportunities for people to go scuba diving now than there ever were. We find that most of the members that are joining now, through word of mouth, are now starting to come in because it's a sport that is becoming very popular. It's proliferating in Gibraltar in a big way. The club has made huge steps in the right direction, and I know thanks to the leadership which is currently running the club, the likes of Jensen Elul, for example, Bianca Daniels, Nikki Balban, and others, of course, you know, sort of, who have definitely taken the right steps to improve on the club. There's a Facebook page with it. They're organising trips away from Gibraltar.
Diving for me, it's my way of relaxing. Being underwater, you can completely forget about everything, enjoy wildlife, the marine life, the beauty, the colors, the variety of marine life that we have. So it's basically getting away from the day-to-day office work environment. Every single year for the past, I would say, 5 years, we've had in our calendar taking part in the Clean the World Day. Normally what we do is we take care of the Roja Basin, which there is enough debris there to last a week's cleaning. We try and not to get a lot of members involved, the children involved, and it tends to be quite a positive event for the club. Throughout the years, we also have the odd day out. We might go for a trip for a few days diving outside of Gibraltar, means Spain or Portugal.
The club has has been always in support of the essential services and in rescue operations or retrieving sometimes someone who's drowned, which is not a good thing to do, or even helping the police when they've been dived out on a search operation. We used to also help the port departments in the 90s in particular, when we were moving out all the sunken speedboats from the marina. We've also helped out local fishermen retrieve their own boats when they've been sunk after a storm. The club has always been there to support anybody who wished to even retrieve a set of keys they've lost, by the side of the pier.
As it is, there's still plenty of good dive sites like the one where you were instrumental in building the barge when they surveyed the anchors.
The cannons and so on, yeah.
Where was that then? It goes back a few years.
It was 1980 something when the museum got in touch with us that Manson Bound was coming out with a team from Oxford University, and they needed assistance to survey the cannon site.
Very few times has the club actually given themselves any credit for assisting the community. I can definitely say that the likes of Dennis Santos in particular has been instrumental in all of this. He's always been there, come hail or high water, and call him at the drop of a hat and he'll be there to help anybody retrieve his boat or his engine or anything else for that matters. And of course there are many others who do exactly the same thing. I can definitely say that the club has been instrumental in more than one occasion in helping out essential services and the community at large. Gibraltar has had pioneers in the artificial reef, definitely Steve Henshaw, Eric Shaw, Fred Shorts, and definitely others. But they are the first three people that come to mind as pioneers of the artificial reef. The likes of most of the wrecks here were sunk in the early 90s. I remember Steve Henshaw coming up with the Ark of Jesus Christ, etc., which was a fantastic wreck, and still is, even though it's broken down quite considerably. And I think that they were those who really sort of felt compelled to do something about expanding the reef within the Gibraltar Bay waters, within our own areas of recreational diving. And I think it's given a fantastic image to others who've come from abroad just to come diving, to go to the 482, for example, or to the Cam Bay barges. There is so much variety of wrecks there in that vicinity. Obviously, the Roslyn, the Excellent, the Okeanos, which are the three main wrecks off the South Mole and onto the North Mole and detached Mole, which have been there forever, and many people have come to Gibraltar specifically going diving on all those three wrecks. Scuba diving is a dangerous sport if it's not properly taught, and qualifications are essential. And I think the biggest danger is decompression sickness. Not having the proper training, not being able to account for how much air you've got, and exceeding your depth and your dive time, and all these things are what make diving dangerous. But as they say, if you plan the dive and you dive the plan, then you should be more than safe.